Hello, everyone. On our podcast show today, we are at Computex 2026 in Taipei. The theme this year is AI Together. And so we're getting together with another guest on the show, Dennis Liu, formerly of another company that I've known him for actually quite some time here. He's an industry veteran, and he's decided that he wants to start a brand new PC cooling company in this age. Now, obviously, in the news, we've seen all this doom and gloom about pricing of RAM going up and no one being able to build PCs. And yet this intrepid entrepreneur has decided to go out there and build a brand. Ladies and gentlemen, Dennis Liu, how are you doing?
Good. Thanks for having me, Steven. Yeah, thanks for the introduction. Everything's great. Love being at Computex 2026.
Same. It's always a great show to run into people that you've known for so long, just such as yourself,
Yeah.
and also other industry veterans as well too that are just trying to do the grind, do the struggle while all this AI stuff is happening.
Yeah. So starting a company that you mentioned earlier, we've been around for 3 years, but it's not brand new. So we've been actually planning starting 3 years ago. I think last year we were at Computex, but we were further away location.
Okay.
And this year we have a better location right outside the hall, so it's a little bit better.
So last year, were you guys at the Grand Hyatt?
No, we were actually at a beer draft bar place that we kind of converted into our brand place. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, funny enough that you mentioned that MTS Solutions decided that we didn't actually want to be on the floor and we didn't want to be in the hotel room. So we decided that our facilities, AI, and software divisions needed a place to really stretch out.
Yeah.
So we chose Mesa Bistro, which is our venue sponsor,
Awesome.
to
It's
do
a
this.
great place, actually.
It's a fantastic place. And one of the weirdest things that I found out about them is that they actually started in exhibition spaces.
Oh.
And they created this thing
Is that why they're actually at the hall area this year?
they are an extension of Nangang Expo.
see,
In
I
fact,
see.
their business model started off as almost like a PC configurator for booths. So they created a system that actually allowed you to build your booth before you
pretty cool.
even put it on the floor, which is incredible. Led by Michael Tu, he's one of the innovators in the space. And this particular location, it's a fun space because you can do your events, your product launches, and everything, including Level Play. Level Play can come in here, launch
Right.
brand new coolers.
We could look into it for next year, actually.
We should partner up.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's exactly what we should be doing in this space because that's what it's built for, networking and building business.
Right.
Now, moving on to Level Play here. Tell me a little bit more about what makes Level Play different. Like I know that broadly it's a cooling company,
Right.
but what sort of secret sauce do you put into it to make it special?
So I would say that so a group of us with lots of thermal experience previously started the company. I think Level Play itself is special with the unique design to the cooling solution and trying to make things more simplistic for the PC DIY builders, making it more fun, simplistic, simple, and just going back to the roots for PC DIY.
I noticed that you guys have some really unique colorways on your cooling products that are actually kind of unique because everyone tends to anodize their products. You guys actually did. It looks like automotive paint. Am I correct?
Yeah, it's more of an orange, kind of the branding of Level Play. That particular cooler is actually our new series, Neutral series.
Okay.
So the Neutral series is a twist. There's a twist. So the concept design is basically going back to more of a vintage look. The group of us, the designer, we're like 80s babies, 90s babies. So we like the Stranger Things, we wanted to go back, the Walkman, the pagers. So we created the Neutral series where functionality was like press a button and then something happens. So on the new cooler, you actually turn the knob on the cooler itself, the fan speed changes to increase or decrease the fan speed by switching the knob.
So it's kind of like where Tesla has taken all the buttons away. Everyone wants buttons.
Right, exactly.
Very cool, actually. The tactility of products, that never goes away, right?
Right.
And I definitely love the colorway. It's actually a unique kind of splash color. And a sea of things that have just been white for so long or RGB for so long.
Or black.
Or completely black. Blacked out, murdered out, as they say in LA, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's great. You guys do both air cooling and liquid cooling, right?
We do air cooling and liquid cooling. So we have a line coming out with our 5 heat pipe, Digital Air 5, and also Infinity Air 5. these are putting a twist towards air coolers, a 5 heat pipe. So kind of switching more of a digital display on top of the cooler itself. So similar ideas, a concept as a liquid cooler where you have a monitor system on the pump. We're putting it on the air cooler itself. So,
Okay.
yeah.
And in terms of the mounting and everything like that, you mentioned it's super easy to build, especially if you're new to the space. Can you explain a little bit of how that kind of works?
Yeah,
Or is it
so for the simplicity part, we do have a mag fan series. So the mag fan series comes with a mag plate and a
interesting.
mag fan. So the fan itself absolutely has no cables.
Okay.
Everything is connected through the mag plate. And the mag plate comes in different sizes, 240, 360. And the ARGB and the power cord is actually put together with a USB.
Right.
So it's only plugged in a USB, and you picture this with no cable on the fan. You just stick it's a pogo peg. So once you put it on there, the fan basically powers on, ARGB lights on.
Oh, very
and
cool.
it's just simplistic like that.
Yeah, I find that a lot of new builders, when they're trying to do cable routing, they feel that they've done it wrong, and then they ask a friend to come over.
Right.
Right. So no, you've done it
A
right.
lot of people are all hiding the back of the cases. They never want to open up because it's just a mess back there.
It is an absolute nest. I totally agree. But we should pay attention back there because obviously it's hard to figure out what's gone wrong if you gotta kind of go through things, right?
Yeah.
So you're doing your part to prevent a lot of that.
We are.
mess, right?
We're trying to make it more simple, easier for the builders, for the DIY people.
Very cool. Now, speaking of DIY, we know that AI is a disruptor. Even though the theme of the show is AI together, it's a kind of a divisive subject. I mean, we saw our Lord and Savior, Jensen Huang, proclaim that he's going to be putting out 3 new products every cycle.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a PC, a laptop, and a Spark, which is the mini form factor.
Right.
Every single cycle that's going to come out. I didn't hear any details about how the PC industry at large is going to participate, especially cooling, especially accessories. Do you have any insights on whether or not Level Play can play in that field?
Yeah, so I think the news is pretty new. I think he announced it on Monday, I believe. So right now we're still gathering information like everybody else on the Spark. It's definitely great to have another player.
Yes.
I mean, it's always awesome to have, it's not just Intel, AMD, maybe NVIDIA now in the CPU game. So definitely a bonus for us that we see more of an opportunity for additional CPU platform for cooling solutions for us. Yeah, so definitely we'll look into it more, but I think right now we're gathering more information on the Spark.
I think a lot of people are as well too. You see a lot of people that are just simply not confused, but they're a little bit concerned in the space. We've talked to a lot of people about that, but
so for us this year, I think it's a bit of a struggle. I think a lot of people in the DIY space is a bit struggle. I think AI is great, but I mean the resources to create AI. I mean AI server farms, the memory pricing issue. I think GPUs, CPUs all went up. When you see these prices going up, like every week it's changing, right? So for a user, consumer who wants to build their own PC, it's kind of tough for you to kind of invest into say, oh, I'm going to build a PC right now, right? Because it's like 500, 600, 700 bucks for memory.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's insane. So for us, if the DIY consumer is not building, they don't need a cooler, they don't need a fan, or they don't need a PSU, or they don't need cases. So I think we're taking a hit from just the unpredictability of the market with components right now.
I believe that's a very that's the operative word of the day. It's like we can't predict what's going to come next because it seems to be changing every couple of months, especially with all the turmoil around the world. And it's just hard to plan. I mean, container? No container.
So I mean, starting Level Play, I think we've been I said 3 years ago. So we actually ran into a couple issues. I mean, latest is the memory issue, right? There's also been tariff issues last year, right? So I mean, it's all unpredictable. I mean, we never saw it coming. So I guess it's just uncertainty in the market. It makes it very hard to kind of plan and strategize and make plans, and then it's tough.
No, I totally agree. But at the same time, though, because you've come out of a certain company in the past that has done a lot of different changes.
Right.
I remember some pegboard stuff that went into the fries, and that
Yeah.
came and
Yeah.
gone, and a
Yeah.
whole bunch of other different cases that flat packed and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You come from a background where you're extremely creative. You've learned a
Right.
lot of that DNA. So is there any way for the industry to kind of say, hey, look, this is an opportunity for us to do something different? Maybe we market it as, instead of I can't build my next PC, maybe I just need a better cooler. Maybe I just need something else.
Yeah, I think definitely we personally right now, like we mentioned the struggle, but I think it's an opportunity for the company to kind of dig deep. I mean, focus on the design itself, focus on what exactly we want to bring out to market.
Yeah.
Like be very detailed, be very specific. More just gives us more research time to kind of push out products that we want to push out, rather than just what you mentioned earlier with the previous company, just throwing darts on the board and see which one sticks. So I think these days we'll have a little bit more time for development, research and development. Yeah.
So just kind of bring it back, kind of make what you have much, much better. The next divisions are going to take a little bit more time, but they're going to be that much better when the time comes to release it.
Yeah.
And for everyone else here in the audience that wants to kind of upgrade, I think, do you feel that there might be an opportunity to maybe educate on some of the generational differences? As if you had a 3-year-old cooler, upgrading to one that's newer today from maybe level play, would that be an option? Will that give you the performance that you're looking for today?
Yeah, I think for liquid cooling, I mean, it's always changing. I mean, so I think it's basically the design of the chambers, right, for liquid cooling. So it's always being tweaked, being modified to create a better TDP for the cooling. So, I mean, there are, compared to 3 years ago, obviously there are advances on the design of the flow chamber, the liquid flow into a liquid cooler. So I think even we might have to look into other possibilities of other new materials rather than keep tweaking the chamber and the liquid flow. So I think those are opportunities that we can look into. Yeah.
So what do you think about some of the usage of, like you said, there's different materials out here. I heard a company that's using carbon nanotubes now. Is that a viable technology? Have you guys looked into it?
I think we tested a few. I think one of the issues is the cost of it, right?
It is very expensive.
It's very higher cost, but the thermal solution, I think there was a few issues on it, but I'm not 100% sure why we kind of strayed off on it, but we did do some testing on it. But it's something that I think the cost itself is just
anything
high.
Carbon is expensive.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
And I think the market right now, right? You see everybody selling memory that high, GPU, CPU is increasing in cost. People are finding ways trying to where I could save on components, right? So maybe the PSU, maybe the case, maybe the thermal solution. So you're seeing a lot of, lower cost products being pushed into the market, and consumers are actually, these products are pretty good quality, right? So, but I think consumers right now are very price sensitive on certain things. Yeah.
Speaking of price sensitive, it looks like AMD's responded to that with the reinvention of the Ryzen 7 series from 10 years ago.
Yeah.
They're bringing out the 3800 X3D, and it's going to be priced at $349 for that CPU. It's a 10th anniversary edition. Do you see any opportunity to maybe do some co-marketing with them? Maybe bring something out that was 10 years old, like do a retro kind of.
Yeah, we would love to. I mean, obviously, I think everything keeps getting hotter and hotter. I mean, CPUs.
Yeah.
If they bring it back to 10 years,
I think
DDR4. We could easily cool it. I think a lot of people are actually looking at older models to kind of bring out, since there's a shortage for the DIY market. You know what I mean? So that's maybe an opportunity for our neutral series. So
potentially, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and your coolers obviously support everything from AM3 Plus all the way up to AM5, right?
Exactly.
So no big difference that you just clamp it onto your new CPU and throw some DDR4 into a board because you can't afford the DDR5 right now. Yeah. That's incredible. Now, obviously, you've been in the industry for a long time, and there's going to be a lot of new players, new technology players out there. Like right behind us at Nangang number 2, there's Innovex. A lot of new companies coming out. There's going to be a lot of tech companies, a lot of new people with wide, bushy eyes trying to get into the industry.
Right.
What kind of advice would a Dennis Liu have for himself 20 years ago, maybe? Maybe
Yeah.
we're looking at that perspective.
I think it's about the passion, right?
Yeah.
You have to have passion into what you want to do. So for me, it was product related, consumer electronic products. So I think my advice is if you really want to get into it, you make sure you have passion for what you're doing. I think that's the foremost. And understanding the market, like I said, like we mentioned, it's unpredictable, right? So you gotta be always ahead of the trend. Right? Try to find out what's going on. I think your knowledge for tech, for everything, it just needs to be there, or else you're gonna be left behind. I think that's the thing I would suggest my advice for people looking into coming into tech. I mean, passion, being innovative, trying to stay ahead of the game. I think that's what my advice would be. Yeah.
And you would probably agree that that applies to whether it's hardware or software.
Right.
Because we have a lot of application developers across the street trying to get the next
I think they come
payday.
hand in hand, right? Hardware and software. It needs one where it needs the other needs. So it's same thing. I agree. Hardware and software.
AI together.
Yeah. AI together.
Well, thank you so much, Dennis, for this chat. I really learned a lot about your company and kind of your philosophy. I think that ease of level play, of ease of putting together the system is very cool. I mean, there's always room for new people in the PC DIY space. And when this little hiccup kind of levels out, I think we're going to be looking at some really amazing products that you're going to take a little bit more time to make things that much better.
Yeah. I just want PC DIY. Let's go. Let's keep it going. Okay. Keep it going. I think it's a great community. The people in the community are amazing. So we're suffering a bit right now, but I think eventually we'll pull through. Yeah.
Do you think there's any plans for you guys to go back to LAN parties or anything like that?
I don't know. Do they still have LAN parties?
Well, funny enough, we had a group of people from Canada over here from a certain L-shaped.
I see.
Yeah, and they're doing something called Whale LAN.
Ooh.
Right, and actually funny that you mentioned generationally and everyone. My children, my kids, my two boys, they're actually really into PC DIY. Of course, daddy doesn't have the deep pockets to afford to buy them 5090s, but they love bringing their systems in, hooking them up, and just playing with other people there, in seeing everyone else.
Yeah, I mean, that's great. I think if there's opportunities in LAN parties, I'm all for it. We started out that early in our career attending like these LAN parties, right? Seeing people like literally carrying their PC to the hall, like pushing the dragging the PC heavy. I mean, we were there. I mean, we were part of it. I think if there's opportunities like that, we're gonna jump on it. Yeah.
That's why I literally bought 2 strapped case holders so I can bring their PCs with me, because they're like 12 and 13. They're still a little bit weak. Yeah. but I'm
so
sure
you're doing the heavy lifting.
I'm doing the heavy lifting, and then I can't bring my own PC because I have to bring a laptop. I'm not hauling that. I'm getting old, man.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Dennis. This was so exciting to learn about your new brand.
Yeah.
I know it's been 3 years, but in the DIY space, that's that's a blip. So right.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited to see what the next phase comes in for you. I know you're gonna still be around. You're an industry veteran. You guys know what you're doing. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the next phase is. And I definitely want to give a shout out to everyone that's made this opportunity to talk to you and to talk to everyone at the show a reality. Mesa Bistro, our venue sponsor, MTS Solutions for their sponsorship of the show, and one other person that we need to shout out to, which is who actually came in and helped us wrangle us, because we're just a bunch of like we're not that organized sometimes. ID Creative, our friend over there.
ID Creative.
So thank you so much, and thank you, Dennis. And we'll see you in the next show. Stay tuned for more, including Uncle Winston's return from the field of dreams of the Nangang Expo. We'll see you again. Thank you.
Thanks for having me. Bye, guys.